The record labels within the music industry, it's an ongoing fight to stay relevant as, you know, they're being pushed to the fringes, and being able to move quickly is absolutely invaluable to being able to do that.
We serve the greater Atlantic roster of artists, A&Rs, and songwriters. So we provide recording, editing, mixing services, and our clients range from the most green, newest of songwriters to multi-millionaire, platinum award-winning artists.
We're a label studio. With a label studio, your goal is to be an asset to the label. A&Rs who work for labels are essentially the middlemen of the music industry. They're the ones that start things and end things. They're the ones who keep everything moving. As an asset to them, we store their files. We obviously record their songs as often as we can.
We want to provide a space for them to come in and just be creative as possible. Just a place to vibe out and create. You don't even have to be the greatest engineer. Like, you could be just a great vibe maker. And vibe is everything in order to be creative.
Sometimes an artist comes in with a specific goal for the day. The A&R is going to have them cut this song, and the artist is going to sing these lyrics and this melody at this time over this beat. And as a studio, we need to be able to accommodate any one of those things. And when an A&R needs something, it could potentially be immediately. Some AAA artist that's going to cut this song for them is in a studio in Bali right now, and they're sitting there waiting, and they will not wait long. So us over here in Los Angeles needs to get them these files immediately. The ethos that I tell all of our engineers and all of our staff, honestly, is we move at the speed of creativity. That's what I tell our engineers, and that's what we expect of any technology that we have. We need to be able to move at the speed of creativity.
1, 2, 3.
All our rooms are mirrored here. We have the Apple Mac Studios with the M1 Ultra chip, souped up with RAM and enough of a graphics processor to be able to keep up with Pro Tools. And then we augment them with the Envoy Pro hard drives for what we call our local drive storage.
In all the rooms, we have the 1 terabyte Envoy that we read and write to throughout the session. In conjunction with the 1 terabyte Envoy, we have a 4 terabyte Envoy that we have sample libraries on. If the client is inspired to use an instrument, we need to be able to load it quickly. And those SSD drives really are fast, so the instrument's almost loaded instantaneously.
After a session is completed and the files have all been written onto the local drive, our engineers then take the local drive to our server and back it up onto a Thunderblade hard drive that has a RAID system installed on it to keep everything safe and secure. When we're searching through our archives, it's obviously massive file sizes. You're talking about decades worth of recordings. And having a hard drive like the Thunderblade that can index that quickly and that can be searched that quickly allows us to search for files that can be decades old and find them quickly and keep up with the requests that come from the label.
The Thunderbolt dock is personally my favorite product because you could connect your whole studio with just one cable. Producer comes in and just wants to just work for the day and just, you know, have the studio for themselves. They're able to connect to our speakers, our gear, our microphone, with their DAW, their plugins or whatever, and just with one cable with the Thunderbolt dock, they're able to be connected to the whole studio. And it's that convenient and easy. We have to rely so heavily on the technology nowadays that it could really ruin a session. And without the right technology, you know, we're doomed. So thank you to OWC for that.
When you're moving at the speed of creativity, there is a lot of pressure on the engineer to quote-unquote keep up with the session, but that's not possible unless they have the technology that allows them to do it. You want technology to be out of the way. You don't ever have to think about it. Just focus on the music, focus on the song, and when technology suddenly jumps to the forefront, it's usually not a good thing. It's like umpires in baseball. If you're talking about them, it's because they did something wrong and they should just be out of the way.
That experience is something that I'm incredibly sensitive to. We don't need failures, we don't need dropouts or anything like that. And OWC has had a terrific record of being reliable.
The faster it is for us to work, and the better the result's going to be, and the better the vibe's going to be as well. I love just being a part of the creative process every day, you know, working with different people, just having a balance of different types of sessions and different type of personalities that come in here. Creating music is truly a dream come true.
Honestly, my favorite part of my job is when I'm in this chair and I have someone in the vocal booth and I get to work with them and walk them through a song and give them my input and hear theirs. One of my favorite experiences, I was working with an artist. It was a song that was really close to their heart and they came out of the booth crying because it had touched them so closely and emotionally, and that song went on to get Grammy nominated. And me and the artist worked together to get that is one of the most special things to me.